Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle, and today I'm going to be doing a video, more of a chatty video, where I'm going to be talking about all of the historical romances that are on my TBR for 2024. A couple days ago, decided to make a huge list of just all of the historical romances that I've just not gotten to over the years. For whatever reason, I just really want to get back into historicals. I've missed them. I'm in the mood for them. 2023, I did not read a ton of historicals. I was in more of like a small town romance vibe in 2023, but 2024, I am so excited to read a ton of historicals. So I have a huge stack of ones that I have on my shelves that I really want to get to. I'm not going to go through like read the synopsises. I'll give you like an idea of what each book is about. But yeah, let's get right into this video. The first book I have is My Darling Duke by Stacey Reid. This is a very unique romance. The heroine is feeling a lot of pressure to marry someone, and this like long lost duke, she basically says in the newspaper that she's engaged to. And he has been out of society for years, and he has come back into society. She only said it because she knew he was like out of the picture. And now he's back in society and is like, "You're my fiance?" ? And they have a romance, and I've heard amazing things. I've been loving Stacey Reid lately, so I'm really excited for this one. Then I have The Devil and the Heiress by Harper St. George. This is, I think they like run away as like a fake marriage of convenience to Scotland and elope. And I think they like work together to get what they want. She needs to like secure an English lord. And he's always, I think, liked her, and he wants her, and I think they have like a fake marriage and they run away to Scotland to get married together. This one sounds so good, and I really want to read this in January. Then I have Lord of Scoundrels by Loretta Chase. I always forget her name, but this is a classic historical romance that everybody's like, you need to read this, and I have not read it yet. I think this is a like hate to love. He's a Marquise, I don't know how to say that word. And she is a determined young woman, and she needs somebody to save her like reputation. I think it's a marriage of convenience, but I think it's also just very hate to love, but a classic historical romance. So I really want to get to this. I love this copy I have. It's so floppy. It's just like, I love it. So hopefully I will get to it in 2024. Then I have A Whisper of Roses by Teresa Medeiros. This is a Scottish romance. I don't really know what it's about, to be honest, but I think it's like a Scottish Highlander romance. Divided clans, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so he has to marry his enemy's daughter. Ooh, okay. I love Scottish Highlander romances. Some of my favorites, I'm reading one right now by Julie Garwood, which is Ransom. Absolutely loving it. Super excited to get to this. I love Teresa Medeiros' Yours Until Dawn. So this one sounds really good, and I am always up for a Scottish romance. Then I have A Reckless by Amanda Quick. I love these covers. They're so pretty, and the step backs are gorgeous. I think this is a pirate romance. Yeah, so this is a pirate romance. I am excited for this. I love pirate romances. Ever since I read A Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin, I am obsessed with pirate romances, and I've heard good things about this one from Amanda Quick, so hopefully I will get to it. So I have One Fine Duke by Lenora Bell. I loved Lenora Bell's books, so like the ones that I've read so far, and I want to read more of her backlist. So this is a Duke romance. I don't really know what it's about. I think the hero is a recluse. Oh, she falls for his brother. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she once like is kind of like, I feel like it gives the vibes of like Anthony Bridgerton, his book, but like reverse. Like the heroine wants to marry like the brother of the hero, but she falls for the hero instead. Ooh, okay, that sounds really good. I also love the foiling on this one. So I'm excited to read this. Then I have When the Duke Was Wicked by Lorraine Heath. This is another historical romance. I love Lorraine Heath's writing, so I'm really excited for this one. He's England's most eligible bachelor. She has an inheritance, and he is going to help her find a match, but he teaches her, oh, I love like teach me romances, about like passion and stuff. Okay, so this sounds really good. I'm excited for this one. I love like teach me things. Like there's a Joanna Shoup book that I love where it was like teach me vibes, like teach me how to be, you know, teach me romance, kind of like the hero will teach the heroine, like, and they'll have spicy times and whatever, but I love that, so I'm excited for this one. Then I have The Highlander by Kerrigan Byrne. I love Kerrigan Byrne's books. I think this is also a governess romance, so she's a governess and maybe he's like a laird. Okay, so she is a spinster and I think somebody's like after her or something, but I really love Kerrigan Byrne's writing, so I'm excited for this one. Then I have Destiny Surrender by Beverly Jenkins. This is, I think, like the third book in this series. And I think she is a sex worker, and he falls for her. Oh, okay, it's also Secret Baby. Like, she has a son. Oh, okay. Okay, I really love Beverly Jenkins' books, so I'm excited for this one. I know Jess from Peace Love Books loves this book. Like, this is one of her favorites from Beverly Jenkins, so I'm excited to read this. I think I have the audiobook as well that I will hopefully get to. Then I have another Beverly Jenkins book, which is Always and Forever. This cover is stunning. Her romances all revolve around in like America, so I think this is in America. I feel like she was like a mail order bride or something, and the hero is in like Texas. But I just love her romances, so anything she writes I'm going to read, so I'm excited to read this one. Then I have My American Duchess by Eloisa James. This one, I think the heroine, I think she's like falling for the hero's brother or like his friend or something. And she's jilted 2 fiancés, and the hero's determined to make her his wife. And I think she like is already engaged to somebody else, but they have this like passionate romance together, and I really want to read a book from Eloisa James. I don't think I've read one from her yet, but her books, she's like an OG historical romance author, so I'm excited to get to this one. Then I have The Sum of All Kisses by Julia Quinn. I have been loving, like, I love the Bridgerton series, and I read Just Like Magic. I think this one is like Hate to Love, and like I think there's lots of funny shenanigans in this one. He was forced into exile, and then it's like Hate to Love, and they're forced to spend a week in close company. This sounds really cute, and I just really want to read the Smythe Smith series, and this is a part of that series, so I'm excited for this one. Then I have a couple of different Joanna Shoup books on this list. This is one of them. This is The Devil of Downtown. These are all like Gilded Age romances in New York. This one, I think she is into like games, like poker maybe. She wears hers on her sleeve, her heart, or met his match. When her mission brings her face to face with Jack, she's shocked to find that the man behind the criminal empire is considerably more charming. They form an alliance. Kingpin, okay. So I don't really know much about this book. The back is kind of vague, but I've heard really great things about this series, so I'm excited to get to it. Then I have The Rakess by Scarlett Peckham. The heroine in this one, I think she has lots of lovers and affairs, and ooh, the hero is a Scottish architect, and he's also a single dad. Okay, this sounds really good. So I've had this on my TBR for quite a long time, but I really need to get to it, so I'm very excited for this one. Then I have The Spinster and the Rake by Eva Devon. I really want to get to Eva's romances. This one sounds really good. So it seems like she is a spinster and he is a rake, and he kind of like goes after her and they have a marriage at convenience. So this one sounds good. And I really have not read anything from this author, so I'm excited to try her out. Then I have A Pirate's Pleasure by Heather Graham. This is a pirate romance. And I don't know if he's like a captain. Yeah, so he's like a privateer. And I think she's American, and he seizes her ship and takes her as his own. So this sounds really good. I love the cover. I have like the shiny or newer copy, but I love good pirate romance, so I'm excited for this one. And I have Lady Isabella's Scandalous Marriage by Jennifer Ashley. I've heard about this one for years, and I think it's like a marriage and trouble romance, and I think it is. Yeah, I think it is Marriage in Trouble. And I really loved like the Lord and Mackenzie's book. That one was really, really good, so I'm excited to read more in like the same family. Then I have The Wicked Wallflower by Maya Rodell. This is a wallflower romance. They're betrothed. And I think they like make a deal or something. But I have heard really good things about this book. So I'm excited to read something from Maya Rodell. I don't really know how to say her name, but this sounds really good, so I'm excited for it. And then I really want to get to the Maiden Lane series by Elizabeth Hoyt. So these are the ones that I specifically really, really want to read. So I have Dearest Rogue. I think the hero he's blind, and he's a captain. Maybe he was a pirate, not a pirate, he was like a captain at sea. And I think they have a marriage of convenience or something like that. But I've just heard amazing things about this series, so I'm really excited for this one. And then I have Scandalous Desires. Oh, okay, this one's the pirate. Okay. So he's a pirate, and, oh, I think it's Second Chance, too. Okay, this sounds really good. And I love, like, this step back. This one has a bath one. It's so pretty. But I started the first book years ago and just never continued with the series, even though I love it. This is Thief of Shadows. This is, I think, like an assassin romance. By day, he's a stoic headmaster of a home, but by night, there's a darker side to him. He's a fugitive, and I think he's kind of like a vigilante. Vigilante. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. And then I have Sweetest Scoundrel. I don't know what this is about. He is a rake, and they are very attracted to each other, and I think he's a scoundrel rake. So I'm excited for this whole series. And then I have Darling Beast. This might be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Yes, I think it is. So I'm really excited for that, like, to read those. I've just heard absolutely amazing things about that whole series, specifically those books. So I really want to make an effort to get to those. And then I have The Duke Gets Even. This is Joanna Ship's newest book in the series. I've heard mixed reviews about this one, but I'm excited to read it. I think the heroine has a very bad reputation. And this is another Gilded Age romance. It's set in America, in New York City. The Duke is looking for a wife, and he's from England, and they think they have a romance. So I'm excited for this one. I love this cover so much. I also have this one signed from the author, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I have it signed. Yes. So I have it signed. But I just think this is gorgeous, and I have been putting this one off, so I really need to get to it. Then I have Never Surrender to a Scoundrel by Lily Dalton. I read Never Desire a Duke, I think. I'll put it up on the screen, but I love that romance. That romance was so freaking good. The hero and heroine have a, like, marriage in trouble after the loss of a child, and the hero's been, like, gone for years, and now he's come back. And it's around Christmas time, and they get snowed in at one of their homes, and they have to like figure their stuff out. And it's so good. It's very angsty. I love that one. This is another one in this series. So I think this is her sister, maybe. It's marriage to convenience with a scoundrel and unexpected arrangement. He's an agent of the crown. So I just remember loving Never Desired a Duke, and so I'm excited to read this book. I just love the first one so much, so I'm really excited to get to this one. Then I have To Beguile a Beast by Elizabeth Hoyt. I don't know what this one is about. Maybe this one is I think this one is the Beauty and the Beast retelling. So yeah, I've heard amazing things about this one. Really just need to get to so many of this author's books. Then I have To Catch an Earl, and I read the first book in the series and really liked it. And I think this is like a cat and mouse game. Working undercover for London's police force, the Bow Street bachelor served to protect its citizens. She knows how to steal a kiss. Will he surrender his heart? But I remember loving the first book and being really excited for this one, so I'm excited to read more from Kate Bateman. Then I also have The Princess and the Rogue by Kate Bateman. This is a part of the same series. I think this one is an Anastasia retelling. Romance, yes, Princess Anastasia. She is a traitor hot on her trail. Her best option is to accept Wolf's offer, which is the hero. I think he like protects her. So I'm excited for this one. I love Kate Bateman, and this one sounds really good. I have another Joanna Shupe that's on my list, a part of the same series. This one is A Marriage of Convenience. Oh, okay, so he is a powerful casino owner, and she is society's darling. Revenge is on his mind. Plans are threatened. Clay must decide if he's willing to gamble his empire on love. So this is the one like about the casino thing, and she is like society's darling. Another one set in the Gilded Age of New York. So I'm excited to read this one. I've had it on my TBR for years and really need to get to it. Then I have a couple of Tessa Dares that I really want to get to. I have Say Yes to the Marquess, and I think, is she widowed? No, she's been waiting for years to set a date with the hero's brother, I think, and she ends up falling for the hero instead. So this one sounds really good. I think she's also a plus size heroine, if I remember correctly. But I love Tessa Dare's books, and I just haven't gotten to this one, and I really need to. And then I have Any Duchess Will Do. This one is, the hero is a duke, and he does not want to marry anyone. And the heroine, she's a barmaid, and she wants to open a bookshop. So it's class difference, and she submit to his mother's duchess training. Okay, so it's maybe like a Marriage of Convenience, and she has to pretend to be a duchess, I think, or he's trying to find a duchess. I'm not really sure, but I just want to read more of her backlist and get to more of her books. Then I have another Julia Quinn book, A Night Like This. This is a part of the Smythe Smith series. The hero is an earl, and she's a governess, and I think there's some like action in this one. I just really want to read more from the Smythe Smith series, so I'm excited to get to this one. Then I have another book in the Lily Dalton series, which is Never Entice an Earl. I think this one, she does like a masquerade and she kisses someone, and he is determined to find out who it is. And I think, I don't know, I think they have like a secret kiss at like a masquerade ball. But I'm really excited to read more from this author. Like I've said before, I think actually this is the second book in this series, so I'm really excited for it. Then I have Her Wicked Marquess by Stacey Reid. Again, I just want to read more from Stacey Reid. So the heroine is witty and bookish, and the hero is a marquess, and like a scandal together, I think. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. Love Stacey Reid, want to read more from her. And then the last two are two more books in the Maiden Lane series by Elizabeth Hoyt that were just like out of order. So I have the Duke of Midnight. This is a Duke romance. And then I have the Lord of Darkness. He lives in the shadows. He's the ghost of St. Giles. And Lady Margaret has vowed to kill the ghost of St. Giles, the man who murdered her one true love. So I'm really excited for this series. I need to get to it. So many of these I've heard amazing things about, so I'm excited to get to them. Alright, well that is the end of this video. This was, I feel like, kind of long, but I really wanted to like get down and chat about all of these books that I really want to read in 2024. This is just a big list. I'm not like forcing myself to get to all of these because there's a lot on this list, but I wanted to like make a list in my mind of like these are the books that I need to be reading, because my like historical romance like bookshelf, like they're all just like shoved in random places, so I don't really know what books I need to read or want to read at the moment. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and definitely down below let me know what you want to read historical romance wise in 2024, because I would love to know. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.